So now I moved back to the Excel file. It's a new Excel file where I have some data, and it's exactly the same data from the presentation. I'm being repetitive here, so I'm doing the same exercise. I will do another example, but let's continue with this one. So the question in here is that I know the exchange rate between the Japanese yen and the dollar, that's 76, and I know the Mexican peso and dollar is 13. And I want to know what's the exchange rate of Japanese yen and peso. So how can I do this? It's extremely easy. It's only dividing this over this. But before I do the operation, I need to be sure that I have dollars at the bottom in my operation. As you can see, dollars and dollars, it works out well. So I can continue, right? So I only need to be careful on that. And the next thing is, how will I divide? Will I divide this over this? No, that's incorrect, because what I am asking you to give me, it's yen over peso. So it's the other way around. It's yen over peso. So just be careful. So this is the correct answer. Let's do another exercise. Maybe we can continue with, we can do another exercise that can be interesting. So let's continue with what we had earlier, 1.2 euros over pound. Like that. We have $1.5 over pound. So, and I am asking you to give me the exchange rate of dollars over euros. So as you can see, you have pounds on the denominator and pounds on the denominator. So you can easily divide, right? That's a good thing. That's a good thing that you have both on the denominator. But the question is, how can I, what will I divide? Okay, so if I am asking you dollars over euros, you will need to divide dollars over euros, right? So in this case, it's different. Like here, it was this over this, but here is this over this. So $1.25 over euros. I hope that you are getting it. Don't worry, if you have question, come to some class. Now another complication, 0.8. Let's stick with these numbers, right? I think it's easy. So 0.8 pounds over euro. And then I have $1.5 over pound. And I am asking you, what is the exchange rate of euros over dollar? So here it's a bit more difficult, right? Because I don't have the same denominator here and here, right? I don't have the same denominator. That's kind of sad. But don't worry, what can you do? What did I just teach you like 2 videos ago? That you can just do 1 over whatever you have in here to get the other way around in the quotation, right? So you can do, if you want to get the euros over pound, and that's fine because now you have pounds in the denominator, pounds in the denominator, that's great. So if you want to get that number, just do 1 over this. That's what I just teach you a few moments ago. And then you have the currency is exactly the same thing, just upside down, 1.25. And in here, you have pounds at the bottom too. So now you can divide, that's great, right? You can divide. So if you can divide, now the question is, what do I divide over what? So I am asking you for euros over dollars, so it will be 1.25 over 1.5, like this. And this is the answer, okay? So just, it takes more time, be patient, because now in here, it was kind of confusing because you didn't have the same on the denominator as in here. I mean, here, these were like super easy exercises. And here, the only complication is that you need to switch it. You need to convert it to the other exchange rate. It's the same, just flipped. And then you divide correctly, right? Like don't divide, why this over this? Because it's euro over dollar, so euro over dollar. Be careful with it. And now maybe you can have a mistake, it's okay, don't worry, it's all about practice, it's all about doing more things. Maybe you remember my example from the first classes when I was learning to cook quesadillas, that I made many mistakes. Now I'm a master in quesadillas. So I think that will be all for this video. And in the next video, we are going to start with a very exciting thing. We are going to do a triangular arbitrage.